Hello, hello. I recognise that face. What can I do you for? No, I ain't too busy. Well, I am very busy. Busy girl and all, being the best blacksmith in the area, but always got time for a returning customer. What can I do you for? I hope you ain't here because those blades I sold you broke. Oh, good. I mean, I know my blades don't break, but, you know, I would hate to hear that they failed you in your hour of need. Of course it wasn't that, though. My blades don't break. So, that means that you must be here to pick up something else. What can I make for you this time? A nice sword, maybe? Perhaps one that would sort of fit the aesthetic of that knife that I bought you. Sort of a matching set, you know what I'm saying? Armour? Really? It's been a while since I've made anyone armour. Times is hard. Hardly anyone can afford that sort of thing. Not even the knights can these days. Yeah, no, of course I can make it. I wouldn't be a master blacksmith if I couldn't make armour, would I? I'm just saying, it's been a while, because most people can't pay. You can pay, right? Alright. I'll say you can at that. Well, with this we could do an entire suit of armour. What exactly were you thinking? A chest piece, pauldrons, gauntlets, helmet. What exactly did you have in mind? All of it. All of the upper half. Alright, well, that is going to set you back. A pretty coin, but looks like you can afford it. Come into some money, have you? You're right. That was inappropriate for me to ask. It ain't my business where you got this from. I'm sure it was from some very heroic adventure, right? There you are. Of course. Well, I would be happy to make you an incredible set of armour for you. Now, the thing about making armour, it's very different than making blades, obviously. With armour, you want it to be incredibly strong and durable. It's for defence, of course. But you can't have it be too heavy. Because if it's so heavy that it just hinders the wearer, that's not very good either. Now, all armour, of course, is going to have some sort of a weight to it. But it takes a true master blacksmith to be able to make armour that is equal parts strong and still lightweight, able to be moved in, able to manoeuvre, something that's not going to weigh you down too much. It takes the right amount of finesse. So it's a very good job that you came to me. Now, of course, it is going to take me quite some time to make you a full set of armour, but I certainly can. Now, today, I'm just going to need to be getting some measurements of you, alright? It's going to be very detailed, these measurements. I want to make sure that this fits you exactly right. If your armour is too big, then when you put it on, it moves around, and that's how you get chafing, that's how you get, caught up in things like that. And of course, if your armour is too small, then it's just uncomfortable and constricting. It's got to be snug, but not too snug. There is absolutely an art to making sure that personalised armour is perfect. Not many people can afford that. But you've come to the best because clearly you want the best. And I am, of course, happy to oblige. So, let's get to some measurements, shall we? I'm going to be having to take some very detailed notes while I'm doing this too, alright? Just to make sure I've got everything exactly as we need it. Could you spell out your name for me, please? Okay, good. Do you know about how much you weigh? I know it's a bit of a personal question, but seeing as I am making armour, I'm about to get to know you very well. So, okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Not to worry. I've made armour for all shapes and sizes. It's all about just getting the perfect fit for you. Now, did you have a time frame of when you wanted this by? And please don't say tomorrow. Okay, that's reasonable. Right. Gonna have to be burning some of that midnight oil to get it finished by then, but I think we can make that work. Alright. Now, did you have a preference on whether you would like it to be very, very lightweight or very, very protective? I mean, of course it's going to be both of them, but if you had to tip the scale one way or the other, which one would you choose? Okay. Yeah, of course, do my best to balance it. Just want to make sure that you get exactly what you're looking for. If you are someone who fights with a whole lot of movement, then that's going to be different than someone who, you know, wields a greatsword and needs it more for strength and sturdiness, you know what I'm saying? Do you ride a horse when you're in battle? Okay. Good, good. And will you be wearing chainmail underneath this? Okay. This that you got on? Alright, good, good. No, that'll be good. That way I can measure you exactly how it'll be with that chainmail. Quite a get up, making sure that you're protected in battle, of course. Now, of course, generally armour is made with metal and then also leather straps and things to fasten it to the actual body. Is that what you were thinking? Of course, of course. And that does give you a bit of adjustment too, you know, especially around the sides, along the arms, things like that. I will make it so that it fits. It sits perfectly on you, but you know, should your size fluctuate a little bit one way or the other, it'll still work for a while because of that leather. Alright? Okay. Alright then. Let's get some measurements, shall we? So you said everything for the upper body. Yeah, of course. If you ever change your mind and you'd like a full set for the legs as well, of course we can always add on to it. But for now, upper body is a good place to start, especially if you're going to be sometimes riding a horse, sometimes not. Riding a horse with the full set can be a bit uncomfortable for you and the horse, but upper body will be quite nice. Okay, then let's start with some measurements, shall we? I think I'll start around the neck here, if that's alright to you. I'm just going to come and just pass this over you, okay? Check on accurate. Could you just sort of relax for me? How you stand normally. Don't try to like stand up real straight and stiff and all that. Just however you're most comfortable. Okay, good. Alright, good. Shoulders there, of course, very important. Organs, got things like that. Yes, excellent. Okay, good. This side, neck, alright. Okay. So, alright. Right. I'm going to be getting some different circumferences of the arm, alright? So I'm going to start with this up here, sort of right under the shoulder, and then I'm just going to move it down and have different measurements there, alright? I'm going to start just tucking this right on the head. Start just right down. Is that right? Okay. Alright, good. Just put down your arm a little bit right here. Okay, relax your arm for me. Good, and now flex for me. Good, perfect. Right. here by the elbow. Alright, hold your arm just nice and limp, sort of straight. Okay, and now bend your arm for me. Alright, down here by the wrist. Alright, could you sort of rotate your wrist for me? Alright, good. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Unless you were just like armour on one arm. I know. Alright. Just put that right back there. Okay, good. Slide this down. There. Alright, relax your arm for me all the way. Good. And now flex for me, please. Alright. Down here by the elbow. Alright, hold your arm just sort of relaxed at your side. Perfect. And now bend your arm for me, please. Okay. And then down here by the wrist. Again, could you sort of roll your wrist for me? Thank you. Alright, perfect. Good. I know this is going to feel a bit excessive, but it's perfectly necessary to get the perfect fit. Alright. I'm going to do some lengths of your arms, alright? So, shoulder to elbow, elbow to wrist, the whole thing, you know, the length of your hand, all that kind of stuff too. Alright? So, I'm just going to, you can just put your arm just relaxed by your side, okay? Yeah, just let it hang there. Perfect, thank you. Alright. All those down. And then the arms. Okay, perfect. Other side now. Again, just hold your arm nice and relaxed by the side. Good. Got right shoulder. Okay, good. Right. Turn it to the wrist. Good. Okay. Good. As I said, lots of measurements, but very necessary. Alright, now let's get some circumferences of your torso, alright? Gotta make sure we got all of that. They fit exactly right. We wouldn't want a chest piece that is too tight or too big. Alright, I'm just gonna come reach around your hip. Just a moment. Okay, perfect. Okay, now for these I'm gonna ask you to take a deep breath in, sort of puff out your chest and your torso as much as you can, and then let that air out. And so I'm going to take a measurement when it's full and when it's closed. Right? Okay, now go ahead and take a deep breath in for me. Good, and then breathe out. Alright, good. Slide those down just a little bit. So, okay, same thing again. Take a deep breath in for me. Okay, and then breathe out. Right, good. And walk down here, if you don't mind. Okay. Right. Deep breath in. Good, and out. Excellent. Alright, I'm just going to be getting some widths of your torso too, right? So we already got the shoulders, but I want to get sort of from the under. Okay. Alright. Okay. 1, 2. Alright. Good. And then right, sounds good. Got all that taken care of. Now I'm going to go around to the back and get a few measurements as well, right? Do you mind if I just step over here? Okay. Alright. Okay. 1, 2. Alright. Good. Alright, now I'm going to get a couple here. Just relax your back, alright? You don't have to try to stand up real straight or anything. Just as relaxed as you normally stand. Okay. Right, we've got. Okay, perfect, good. Now I'm going to do the same thing, and this part I would like you to stand up straight for, please, if you don't mind. Alright, perfect. Sort of square your shoulders. Excellent. Good. If you're going to be riding into battle, you're probably going to have your shoulders squared. Okay. Something like that. Right. All right. Perfect. Right. Let me write those down quickly. Okay. Now, did you want a helmet as well? Have you already got one of those? Yeah, most of the standard helmets are not going to fit very well unless you get a handmade, custom made for you. So, we'll make sure to get you a very nice helmet as well, okay? Alright. Let's get some measurements of that head then, shall we? Alright, starting out, I'm just going to get some sort of in the front here, okay? Just length of the face, width of the face. Good. Yeah, tip there, over here. Alright, something like that. Get some of the alright, let's get some of the sort of the side of your head here down to the neck. Make sure that all of that is accurate. Yeah, down to okay. Same thing over here, just got to make sure we've got that as accurate as possible. Okay, kind of, yeah. Okay, good. Now, there's lots of different styles of helmets that we could do, that is for certain. Would you like something that fully covers and you've got sort of the slits to see through? Would you like something that's open? Would you like something that, you know, sort of starts open but you can close it if you want? Lots of different options. You can think about it. I'll show you some different designs that I've got later, alright? I can start on the rest of the armour for now. And then of course we can discuss the helmet later too. But I'll get all the measurements now so that I've got them. Alright, I'm gonna get some circumference ones, okay? Do your head here. On my reach there. Alright. Got the temple there. Overhead like here. Okay. Right. Okay, perfect. Good. Now, if you want the gap for the opening, I've got to get some measurements around the eyes too. Just in case that's the design you decide to go for, okay? Just look straight ahead. You could even close your eyes if you want, alright? Doesn't really matter, just keep your face sort of relaxed. Perfect, okay. Just get sort of inside of the eye there, to the outside there. Make sure to do something, okay. Here, right. Sort of up on the eyes there, down. Alright, then we want to do just the eyes there, be perfect. Right. Now, of course, there's plenty that we could talk about as far as stylistically as well. I mean, I could go so far as to actually make all of your metal armor look like it's forged out of dragon scales. Get a beautiful sort of pattern to it. I could even make it sort of, give it a patina too. It's entirely up to you. I can etch a family crest or any sort of symbol that you might like on the chest plate, on the helmet, really wherever. Like I said, possibilities are pretty much endless. You can also just sort of do some decoration on the pauldrons, sort of on the shoulders, down the arms. Anything that you would like, really. Sky is the limit as far as style goes. You don't have to make those decisions right now. Of course, getting the base to fit perfectly is the most important thing. And then after that comes all of the style and the, making it actually unique. So I am going to need you back here in, let's say, about 5 days or so, and we'll do a fitting just to make sure that everything is perfectly snug, fits you like a glove, before I do the final hardening. And at that point we could talk about any sort of design elements that you would like, okay? Alright, I think that would be a good plan. So about 5 days. Are you going to be in the area? Are you going to be towns around here? You've got other things you've got to do. Alright, no problem. You come back in 5 days and we'll do your fit.